Everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Asphalt University. Today we will be discussing the seal coating process, where we will be taking you guys out to a seal coating project where one of our crews is sealing, striping, and crack sealing a local national retailer. And when we get out there, the whole goal is to show you guys from start to finish what a typical day looks like with our seal crew. From proper barricade setup to the actual seal coat application process. So let's get out there and take a look. Alright guys, so here we are popping in on Seal Crew 1. We are out seal coating a local Home Depot today. This project scope consists of seal coating about 300,000 square foot of existing asphalt surface, crack sealing about 5,000 lineal feet of existing cracks, and also line marking. This particular project has been broken up into 6 phases. For convenience purposes, this is a really busy Home Depot. So what we're doing is taking up about 50,000 square foot a day, and we are seal coating those sections and crack sealing during the daytime. And then we've got a lot marking crew coming in at night, striping the parking lot at night. That way we can open it first thing in the morning, so the Home Depot customers can use that lot as soon as they open. But basically, as promised, we wanted to get you out here, bring you out to a job site. That way you can see the seal coating process in person. And as you can see, if you look around here, we've already got it barricaded off. That's the first step that our crews do when they get on site, is they want to ensure a safe work zone. So it's properly barricaded off with visible cones and very visible caution tape and flagging tape. That way we can keep vehicle and foot traffic out, at least to a minimal, because once this sealer is down, it can track quite a bit, cause a pretty big mess. So obviously, we do anything and everything we can to prevent that. So that's the very first thing that our crews do when they get on site, is barricading the scheduled section off. The next thing they do, and it's a very important step, if not the most important step, is the preparation of the parking lot. We use industrial blowers, mechanical sweepers, and other various equipment to get the parking lot as clean as possible before sealing, because at the end of the day, your seal coat is only as good as your prep job. So once the parking lot is prepped and ready to go, our crews then begin to edge the perimeter of the parking lot and around any concrete and curb gutters, any aprons, to ensure a clean, organized application. There's a couple different ways you can go about edging the parking lot. Some contractors call it cutting in, some contractors call it outlining. We call it there's a couple ways you can do that. You can use a brush, which is what we typically do, because we think that it pushes the sealer into the asphalt voids and the grooves a little easier. You can also use a squeegee, or you can use a spray shield, which our guys do whenever they can. Typically, the spray shield it's used on straightaway sections where you've got a long stretch of curb gutter, and you put the spray shield on the end of your wand, and then you outline the curb gutter. It allows for a little bit quicker production rate versus the brush or the sealer application. So after edging is done, then our crew will reassure that the parking lot was prepped correctly and nothing was blown into our phase while we were edging. This time of year, as you can see, these trees here, it's fall time, and a lot of times after our crew has edged the parking lot, you'll get leaves, pine needles, sometimes trash and other debris that can make its way in while we're doing the edging of the parking lot. So if that is the case, then we will get a blower man on the job, and they will blow the parking lot clean before we begin the first coat application. After that, we then move on to our seal coating, and we've got our first coat going down right now. And what they do is they will get out there and they will seal coat in a certain uniform way, and there's a certain pattern that our guys are trained. And you can see our seal coat foreman is spraying right now, and they are taught to spray in a U shape, and that allows for a very uniform rate, but it also ensures that the application rate is correct. One thing that people forget about sealers is a wearing product. So when this sealer begins to wear, you will begin to see the application pattern. And we want our pattern to be a clean, neat, organized pattern. That way it doesn't look sloppy when the sealer begins to wear. You can see that our guys are also using a blocker board. and that ensures zero overspray, because sometimes once that sealer hits the asphalt, the sealer can then go up in the air in a very fine mist-like material, and that can get caught in the wind and can carry. So we do whatever we can at any given moment to ensure a clean, neat application. Once the first coat is then applied, our guys will typically take a lunch break, or they will wait it out about an hour or two. Typically it'll take an hour or two of direct sunlight and warm air to get that sealer dry enough to foot traffic and or vehicle traffic. And once it's dry enough, our guys will then apply the second coat. Once that second coat is applied, our seal crew is essentially done for the day. Before they leave the job site, they will reassure proper barricading before they leave, because we want to ensure a safe work environment, but we also want to keep anybody from getting into the zone as much as we can help. But a perfect example is if you go over here, Michael, that cone just blew over. We're going to go over there and we're going to set that back up. That way we can ensure a safe work environment. Once our seal crew pulls off on this particular job, we've got a line marking crew and a parking lot marking crew lined up to come in the overnight hours, stripe this parking lot. That way, when our seal crew arrives tomorrow morning on site, they can lift these barricades, and this parking lot is available to Home Depot customers as soon as they pull on the lot. Our crew will then move on to the next phase. I hope you guys got to see a little bit of the action and got a little bit of something out of it. Please leave any comments, questions, email me, call us. Any questions, any feedback would be greatly appreciated. We hope you guys learned a little bit of something today. And let's take a quick look at this, Michael, while he's applying. That way these guys can see how this sprays out. And you can see he's working in that uniform U shape that we are taught. And this ensures a very uniform application rate. So there you have it. I hope you guys learned something today. Give us a call, leave a comment. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you.